Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So the crypto market's still trying to prop itself up. Market cap here at 254.6 billion. That despite the fact that we are seeing a bit of a correction now. This is XRP on a daily. And guys, we had a couple of days of really bullish movement here. So it's going to be inevitable that we see a bit of a pullback. We always have to take a look at Bitcoin though, whenever we're analyzing the market as a whole. When we look at Bitcoin, right, we've seen this strong move up with a little bit of corrections in the meantime, and right now it looks as if there's a bit of a correction happening here. And so where is this level of resistance? And so let me just draw it out for you guys here. So the last level here was back from July 2018 for Bitcoin, and so let's do bodies only actually. So bodies only would bring us in this zone here. Okay, so this zone here for Bitcoin really paints a picture of where the resistance level is for Bitcoin. Now, since Bitcoin is the pulse of the market, we could start seeing other coins correct. Regardless of where their charts are, we could see them correct. Whoops, let me delete that. We could see them correct at the same time. So XRP, for example, is also correcting here. Although we tend to see this with charts, right? Patterns repeating themselves. But these cryptocurrencies also follow Bitcoin, so they could just be reacting to what Bitcoin is doing. Also, let's not get too worried about this correction because, guys, we can't keep going up and up and up without having somewhat of a break, without having somewhat of a sell-off. Let those sellers sell their XRP. That's fine. Seriously, in my opinion, that is fine. It's not something that we should be too worried about. But in the news, Bitcoin's pump is due to credentializing of crypto by the likes of Microsoft and Facebook. And I mentioned this before with regards to crypto going mainstream. I didn't talk about it with regards to these two companies per se, but I did mention this point with regards to film and television. I know that there are a couple of cryptocurrency related television. Well, there's a television show and a film that recently came out. And of course, that film and that TV show probably do not have the same reach as, let's say, Microsoft and Facebook, but it was just giving you guys an example of what is coming. And so when big companies like these talk about cryptocurrencies in a positive light, talk about the fact that they're getting into them in one way, shape, or form, talk about that they have been partnered with companies that deal with crypto or what have you, it does give this credentializing effect to cryptocurrency. These were two of the biggest companies credentializing the validity of blockchain and crypto in the market, which inadvertently had an effect on the prices of Bitcoin. So this is Mike Novogratz. He added that the initial boom of 2016-2017 was 98% based around retail-driven investment, but in the current price hike, major institutions were prominent as many had started to buy crypto. So another big thing we have to remember, guys, is that institutions are slowly coming into the market. I don't believe that they are full-fledged into the market yet. However, I'm sure some of them are dipping their toes in. I'm sure, a lot of these guys too that work at these big firms know what's coming down the pipe, so they might know that their firm is about to be ready to invest in cryptocurrencies, but who's to say that they can't just go home and be like, oh, I know that this is going to be regulated. I work for a big Wall Street firm, but in my personal time, I'm going to go home and I'm going to trade some of this while it's super low before the big boom, before the explosion, so they can get a head start on things. I'm sure that happens more than some of you guys may think. And this is interesting, the decoupling of Bitcoin. And as we can see here, CryptoBane, that's at CryptoBaneX, and here we go, posts this chart here, and ultimately what this is just demonstrating that this right here, this is a prime example of what a decoupling may look like. Now, I don't think we're fully decoupled. I think that's still going to take time. That's going to take real world utility. It's wishful thinking though. And I like to see this in the chart. I like to see that. So this is XRP to Bitcoin, by the way. This isn't to the USD. And it's kind of fun to see this, although we are still in the early stages of this. We are not completely decoupled yet, but we will be as soon as that real world utility kicks in. XRP is officially a virtual currency, and this was from a couple days ago in Japan, and the new blockchain and crypto regulation 2019 report. So this is from at XRP Crypto Wolf on Twitter, sent this to me, and this is the article here. Just like Bitcoin, Ethereum, a Litecoin, XRP comes under a virtual currency. And so in Japan, providing the details about what constitutes a virtual currency in Japan, Taro Awataguchi of Anderson Mori And Tomotsun says under the Japanese law, virtual currency is not listed as securities, that they are defined in the Financial Instrument and Exchange Act. And so it gives a definition here. The Payment Services Act defines virtual currencies as a proprietary value that may be used to pay an unspecified person the price of any goods purchased or borrowed or any services provided, and which may be sold to and or purchased from an unspecified person, limited to that recorded on electronic devices or other objects by electronic means, and excluding Japanese and other foreign currencies and currency denominated assets. The name applies in the following item, and that may be transferred using an electronic data processing system, or B, the proprietary value that may be exchanged reciprocally for the proprietary value specified in the preceding item with an unspecified person, and that may be transferred using an electronic data processing system. Sounds like a lot of legal jargon to me. The important thing here, though, is that it's deemed a virtual currency, not a security, at least in Japan for now. And so we know the US is on top of this. We know that regulations are coming to pass. And just yesterday, we were talking about how this whole space should be deemed under the national security banner to give it more priority and to give the US a leg up so that they can get their technology in order, their laws obviously, but their technology, and how that would benefit Ripple. Guys, that was from yesterday's video if you want to watch that. And this from Crypto Wolf at XRP Crypto Wolf. Ripple and BitTrue, XRapid confirmed partners. I don't know if this is real or not. It's just showing a photo of these guys. Chris Wang is the CEO of BitTrue. We literally share the same goal and work like one. We look great in the photo. And it's a photo of the BitTrue people holding up their XRP chips, which is kind of fun. Who knows? Maybe they are in talks with these guys in order to provide more liquidity to the market. You know, Ripple, they're always hustling for partnerships, and the more infrastructure they can build, obviously the more integrated this system will become. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying that this photograph is suggesting that there is a partnership with Ripple and BitTrue officially, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ripple has talked to a whole bunch of these cryptocurrency exchanges to, partner up, provide liquidity, because it's a race against the regulations ultimately. We need to see those regulations come to pass before we start seeing the real world utility. And in the meantime, guys, we can enjoy the crypto market being what it is right now. I know we are seeing a correction, but guys, again, this is healthy. We could continue seeing a bull run up, make some money, take some profits off the table in the meantime, before that real world utility kicks in and gives us the rewards we came here to reap. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.